Okay, ladies and gents, there was a question on the Xara users web forums about how to create your own submenus. There has always been in the nav bar section of Xara products. Whenever you create submenus, about the only thing you can change are the colors and the font size and a few other things. You can't actually affect the way the button looks itself. There are very flat buttons anyway. So what I'm going to do here is show you how to create your own submenus. So first of all, I grabbed just a few stretchy buttons from the designs gallery. I just grabbed one of these, brought them in, and made a few buttons. And now I want to actually assign a submenu for this center one, the my big fat stretchy button. So the first thing I'm going to do is I created what my submenu buttons are going to look like. Just two groups, one with a background and some text with a flat one, and then another one with the same background and text, but the background itself has a linear fill to it, so it looks like it's popping up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create some new layers. These are very important. You want to always start these with mouse off and mouse over. Mouse off, and I'll call it sub 1 or something like that. You can name this anything you want as long as it begins with mouse off. And I will do another layer, and we'll call this mouse over sub 1. Okay, so I've got these two new layers and there's nothing on it right now. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to go to mouse off sub 1, and I want a background from my button layer, and you can just make this any old color you want. I'm going to make it a nice light flat color. I may need to nudge that down just a touch. You can zoom in to make sure that there's not a lot of space in between the two. You don't want really a whole bunch of space. There you go. That's fine. So, and this is, as you can see, I'm on mouse off sub 1. I'm going to zoom back out to page. I'm going to take my first mouse off sub 1. Actually, yeah. I'm going to take both of these and hit Control-Shift-L, bring up my alignment, object alignment catalog, and press apply. And then I'm going to close that, grab both of those together, and more or less put them, well, I was going to put them where I wanted them, but I'll just line it up next to it for now. All right? And then unselect that. Now, first thing I'm going to do is grab this and the top one, right? This is the mouse over. I'm going to press Control-X to cut it, and then I'm going to select my mouse over and press Control-Shift-V to paste in place. All right, and now I'm just going to tab that over until I get it more or less exactly where I want it on this submenu background. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm going to select the mouse off version of this button and press Control-X. Select the mouse off layer, Control-Shift-V to paste in place, and move that behind this other button until it's perfectly aligned. And now that they're like that and they're on the correct layers, I'm going to marquee select both of them. Yeah. Drag select both of them basically, and press Control-Alt-G to create a soft group. And there we go, I have my button. If I want to create more of these, now I can just press Control-K. Yeah, Control-K. Oops. Control-K. I need to go ahead and add a link in here, even if it's a link to nothing. I'll just put a pound sign in the web address, so it'll actually act as a button. And now I have my submenu set up, but it doesn't really work yet. So one of the next things that I need to do is change the output of this button right here, or not the output, but what it's linked to. So when I go to the link button for this big fat stretchy button here, I want to change that to open up the layer, right? I'm going to check my pop-up layer and go to mouse off sub 1. Select that. Oh, this is the wrong place. That's when I click the link. So I'm going to go back to, well, actually I'm just going to change it to nothing, or I can change it to be a link to something if you click on it. But really what I want to do this is on the mouse over. So show pop-up layer, and there, mouse off sub 1. So that's what I want to do. When I click apply there and say OK and show preview the web page, when I mouse over it, my layer pops up and it functions perfectly as a submenu. All right, that's how you do it. That's the quick and dirty version. I hope you feel like you got something out of it.